Each week during the Golden Bachelorette, host Jesse Palmer will answer a few questions about Joan's journey to find love. Today, Jesse shares his thoughts via email about the tension on the bowling date, Joan's decision to send Mark home early, and more. There's been very little drama between the men this season, but on the bowling date, the guys did get a little annoyed with Chalk for monopolizing Joan's time. How would you contrast the way Guy and the other men handled the situation with how the younger men might handle it on the regular Bachelor? Jesse Palmer. I think this group of men employ a lot of patience and diplomacy. Tensions are high because of what's at stake, but I commend the Golden men for how they talk through and handle their differences. Follow-up question on the bowling date. How on earth did production get Pascal to wear, gasp, rented shoes? Production must have promised turn-down service and dry cleaning for a week. Also, how does Pascal not already own a pair of designer bowling shoes? Joan chose not to hand out any date roses this week because each rose was so important. What did you think about her decision, and how do you think it affected the dynamics on the dates? It changed the dynamic in two ways. The men felt more at ease on the dates, but felt the nerves of having to wait until the rose ceremony to find out if they were getting a hometown. Joan and Mark had a bit of a hard time getting the conversation going on their one-on-one. As a professional conversation facilitator, what are some of your favorite icebreakers to avoid an awkward silence? During awkward silences, I generally opt for self-deprecation or an awful dad joke to lighten the mood. I want to buy some camouflage pants, but I couldn't find any. Fans have been very invested in Mark since meeting him on Joey's season of The Bachelor. How surprised were you when Joan chose to send him home early? If you had told me night one that Mark would be sent home before hometowns, I would have said you were nuts. As wonderful as Mark is, I believe Joan simply had stronger connections with the other men.